Welcome back to the channel Movie Lovers. Today we are diving into Netflix Nollywood movie Hijack 93, premiered on 25th October 2024. The movie is based on a true story, an actual plane hijacking that happened on October 25, 1993, when a group of teenagers hijacked a Nigerian airway flight from Lagos to Abuja. Wild, right? Well, I had to go back to do my own research personally on the real events of what to make sense of the movie I watch. Don't worry, I have done the homework for you so you don't have to. Thank me later. So, let me quickly break down what actually happened. According to BBC Witness History report, the hijackers, calling themselves the Movement for the Advancement of Democracy, also known as MAD, they demanded the removal of the military-backed government who had annulled the result of the election that year. They forced the plane to land in Niger and held hostage until authorities finally intervened. The ordeal was so intense, with demands and tension at an all-time high. This was a significant moment in Nigerian history, full of drama and high stakes. And I was expecting the movie to reflect that. This is a picture of how the hijackers now look. Well, there's an audio of eyewitness reports that is also available on the BBC page. Let's get into the storyline. For a plot that is so intense, was expecting some real tension and energy, but I didn't really feel it. When the hijacking was happening, I wanted to be on the edge of my seat. Like, I wanted to feel the way those people who were being hijacked were feeling, supposedly, but I didn't feel anything. I felt like, oh, what's happening? Oh, it looks normal. I didn't feel the energy. It just didn't hit me. It didn't hit the mark for me. And for a story that we already know, and you think the movie would add some depth to make it compelling, but the plot didn't grab or hold my attention. I didn't feel okay. Let's it was not making sense, please. Let's talk about cinematography. This was supposed to be the 90s theme movie, but honestly, I didn't feel it. The aesthetics didn't match the era, and it just didn't transport me back to the 90s. The costumes and set design and overall look felt way too modern. The lady, one of the hijackers was interested in, she wore a crop top and a skinny jeans. Like, how? In the 90s, were there skinny jeans like that? I don't know. It felt more of thousands than the 90s. The costume set design and overall look felt way too modern. I don't know if flight attendants wore those outfits like back in the days, and the pilot too. Something about their look seems early 2000s, and a little more research could have really elevated this aspect of the movie. So let's talk about the character and plot details. Alright, let's get into the nitty gritty. Uruku, one of the hijackers, seems to be more focused on the little in flight romance than actually hijacking the plane. Meaning, who goes to hijack a plane and ends up falling in love. Talk about misplaced priorities. And let's talk about the plot holes. How did the weapon get into the lavatory? Like, one of the hijackers casually just went inside and took a gun. Like, how? And the co-pilot just casually opens the door. The whole setup for the emergency landing felt like straight out of clownery. Like, it was so funny. Like, how do you emergency line? It doesn't make sense. There were just too many unrealistic elements. Let's dive a little deep into costume and styling. Whoever did the styling and costume really missed the mark. It's like they didn't even try to capture the 90s era accurately. They did their best, but it didn't seem it's enough. Like, there's enough research that went into their looks for a historical movie. It felt disappointing. Final thoughts and ratings of this movie. Yes, after all my rants, these are my final thoughts. Overall, I will give this movie Hijack 93 a 5 out of 10. Why do you think I gave it a 5? It's a decent effort, and I applaud the creators for attempting to retell an important story in Nigerian history. But there's a lot that could have been improved. Do we need Hollywood directors to step in and tell our stories, or can we bring our A game ourselves? Because this didn't feel like our best. That said, it's still essential that we create movies like this to share our rich history with future generation. I just wish it could have been done with a little more attention to details. So, should Hijack 93 be a Netflix production? Should it be on Netflix? Leave your comments down below. Have you seen Hijack 93? If you haven't, you can watch it on Netflix. If you have, what do you think about it? Leave it in the comment section. Let's interact there. And if you are here for an honest review, you are at the right place. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit on the notification bell. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, stay safe and stay blessed and keep supporting African cinema. Bye.